Thank you, Andrea.
Super. You're welcome.
Okay.
My pleasure.
So today, this unit is related to two groups, not kinds, groups of people. The disabled, you can say the disabled as a collective noun, the disabled, because you can say the disabled person as an adjective, and you can say the disabled as a collective noun. Is a noun, the disabled, and it's not rude to say the disabled. And also rights of older people or older persons. The convention is called Convention on the Rights of Older Persons. My first activity will introduce the situation with a watching activity. That's why I sent you a PDF. Did you receive it, Camila, on the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Okay. It is the activity is related to this video, and it's called Empowering Employees with Disabilities, and it's from YouTube. And the video is related to the fact that there are some disabilities that are lifelong intellectual disabilities. That's the name. Lifelong intellectual disabilities that often can hinder a person's ability to acquire skills to get a job. So the problem is to get a job. As far as I know, from my experience as a lawyer and also as a mother of a person who has a disability, a physical disability. The thing is that these people with lifelong disabilities should not be treated as children. They are people with their age, their own age, and they have the right to deal with the sexual life, sentimental life. They can get a job. They should be fostered to get a job, and so they should be educated in order to get a job with some capacities. And that's why this video is related to this aspect of their lives. Well, it says, but the people who run the Wildflower Company, this is a company, I think it's in Washington DC, it says there, have made a special effort to hire people with disabilities. The narrator of the video is called, it's a girl that is called Amy Katz. She has visited Wildflower and has learned that the company gives its employees real marketable skills, and the company sends them home with more than just a paycheck. So it's paycheck, remember, that's kind of vocabulary from employment law, paycheck, and also more abilities. Well, the thing is that I sent you a PDF with the assignment, and in order to fill in the gaps that the student has, we have some terms, some words. For instance, Fernanda Rodriguez agrees. Camila, would you like to read them? Read the words that we will find during the watching. Tell me.
Okay. Fernanda Rodriguez agrees. They take two tasks: positive, unlocking Down syndrome, regular, 70, Cafe and Catherine, minimum wage, dreams, affectionate, illness and vacation, happy, coming to work, 2008, love other coworkers, manager, approach, kitchens and restaurants, actor.
Actor, so all those words. This is the assignment. Wildflower is a business in Virginia where more than half of the, now you go on please, Camila. More than half of the.
I have to
yes, please.
say the word.
Yes, please.
Or
no, you
just
you say
employees have intellectual disabilities.
Yes.
Okay. Employees have intellectual disabilities. I have a question.
Yes. Tell me.
Do autism and ADHD, I don't remember how to say how the syllable, I don't remember, count as a disability?
Which kind of situation, condition? Which one?
Autism
What are the symptoms for that?
and HDH.
HDH. What is HDH? What that HDH stands for? In Spanish?
I don't remember, but it's
Ese que los chicos se
let
ponen
me
muy
check.
nerviosos. El defecto de atención. That one?
Sí,
Okay, I don't know.
that
I
one.
don't know. I don't know. I know for sure that it deals to many problems during the any lesson or any class at school, and I think that in cases that in which the situation is quite profound, probably a doctor would extend a certification. But the thing is that I don't know if the people who certify that you are a disability person, a disabled person, would certificate that in order for you to have a pension. Because one thing is to have the disability, and the other thing is that you should have rights and even a pension in Argentina, at least. The pensions are only for some people with special disabilities. They are very restrictive as regards giving the pension. Well, I don't know, because I'm not a doctor. Well, okay, go on, please. The nonprofit corporation trains them to work in and
The employees make $750 an hour, and Wildflower offers some time off for Paul
Okay.
Miller.
Yes.
They love they Is that okay?
Yes, because they are all actions that you
Yes.
have to fill in.
And that you
Wouldn't believe.
yes. Because I copied and I pasted in WhatsApp because I completed it in my phone and I didn't know if it was okay. And that you wouldn't believe. Who trains them to pack biscuits. They teach me more than I teach them. They are very They are very They are all the time.
All the time.
Richard Harrison is a at the cafe. He says he ate the that the restaurant has taken. John Stephens, who has says, this job is the key to all kinds of John has worked for Wildflower since Stephen says he wants to be on Nevertheless, meanwhile, he works as a chef.
Well, that's the activity. Well, so now we are going to watch the video. Let's see. Empowering employees. Share sound. First of all, we are going to check the sound.
I news.
I peel carrots, I grate the carrots, I cut peppers.
And the list goes on.
Could you listen to it? Yes? Camila? Camila, you're frozen. Could you listen to it? Camila? Turn on your microphone. Camila, are you there? Oh, sorry.
Mine not working properly. I'm sorry.
No. No. Would you like to go out and in again? Just in case.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yes.
Hello. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I cannot see myself. Could you listen to
I cannot see the video.
Okay. You cannot see the video. Why?
No.
A ver. And now? And can you see me? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the video. Can you see the video?
Let me check. I am.
Okay. Now we are going to check the sound.
Carrie O'Brien loves to cook.
Is it like much
Yes. It
Okay.
works perfectly.
Perfectly. So prepare yourself to watch the video with the assignment.
Philip Keefe is proud of himself for being able to do so many things.
I cut red potatoes. I do the cilantro. I peel carrots. I grate the carrots. I cut peppers.
And the list goes on. Carrie O'Brien loves to cook.
Is it like my dream job? I love to be a chef one day, to be a proud daughter of my parents, of course.
O'Brien and Keefe work at Wildflower, a cafe and catering business in Chantilly, Virginia, where more than half of the 70 employees have intellectual disabilities. The nonprofit corporation trains them to work in kitchens and restaurants. Alberto San Giorgio is Wildflower's general manager.
They work around that table 2-3 months in each position, and they dishwashing, they doing cutting things, they do many things. At the end of this process, it takes 4 or 5 years to do that. They are capable to work in any restaurant, in any place, like everybody else.
The employees, who range in age from 22 to 60, make minimum wage, $7.50 an hour, and Wildflower offers them time off for illnesses and vacation. Paul Miller has been a chef there for 6 years.
They love coming to work. They loved all their co-workers, and they take to tasks like you wouldn't believe. It takes a while, but after a while, they go right to it. It's very rewarding for me.
Take the one out.
Fernando Rodriguez, who trains them to pack biscuits, agrees.
I think they teach me more than I teach them. They're very positive. They're very affectionate. They're happy all the time.
Veronica Keefe sees positive changes in her son Philippe.
He is much calmer. He's happy. He is energetic. He's happy with the other people working there. So socially, it's good for him to be here.
Richard Harrison is a regular at Wildflower Cafe. He says the food is wonderful, but that's not the only reason he comes here.
I appreciate the approach that the restaurant has taken and hiring those people. But my experience with them is that it's a great experience.
Chopping and packing skills aside, the job gives the employees something perhaps more valuable, a sense of self-esteem. John Stevens, who has Down syndrome, has worked at Wildflower since 2008.
This job is the key to unlocking all kinds of dreams, not just to be in culinary, but to be anything they want to be. This place has given me everything they can to make sure I have a steady life.
Stevens says he wants to be an actor, and once an opportunity arises, he is confident he can act as a chef as well. For producer June So, Amy Katz, VOA News.
How was it, Camila?
It was too fast.
Fast. Oh, we can run slower, in a slower pace if you want. Would you like it in a slower pace? Andrea is back. Excellent.
Girls, can you listen to me?
Yes, yes.
I don't know what happens with the problem is my Zoom account, because as you can see, everything works out. But when I enter the link, it goes like this, like loading. But I can open any other page, for example, I don't know. It works, as you can see, but Zoom doesn't. Yeah, and it says that Zoom has taken too much responding, and the app does the same thing. So probably it's not updated. I have no idea. This has never happened to me. But Zoom is not working.
We are here, both of us, just in case.
Okay, here's connecting. So I'm trying to
use the ID and the code. Not
yes.
the
I'm doing that thing.
And Camila has no image. Camila, turn on the camera.
I'm sorry.
That's excellent.
I turned it off because my internet wasn't working well.
So here I pasted and it doesn't work. I don't know why. It keeps on doing this and nothing else.
Nothing else. Have you entered as Andrea Belen Vargas?
Yeah. So I don't know.
And I made you the co-host. Now I made you again the co-host.
So I have no idea what's going on.
Now you are the co-host.
It doesn't work, as you can see. I'll try to change maybe the...
There are your dates on your phone. That's what you're saying, or not?
Maybe, yeah, because the phone works properly.
Okay. If you
doesn't work, okay. I changed my account, so now I'm going to try again.
Okay.
All right. To see if it works.
If I may, I go on or not?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So Camila asked me to run the video again, so I will do that.
All right.
Share. Let's see. Share sound. Mute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We go. Yes. It's a very nice activity.
Philip Keefe is proud of himself for being able to do so many things.
I cut red potatoes. I do the cilantro. I peel carrots. I grate the carrots. I cut peppers.
And the list goes on. Carrie O'Brien loves to cook.
It's like my dream job. I love to be a chef one day, to be a proud daughter of my parents, of course.
O'Brien and Keefe work at Wildflower, a cafe and catering business in Chantilly, Virginia, where more than half of the 70 employees have intellectual disabilities. The nonprofit corporation trains them to work in kitchens and restaurants. Alberto San Giorgio is Wildflower's general manager.
They work around that table 2-3 months in each position, and they dishwashing, they doing cutting things, they do many things. At the end of this process, it takes 4 or 5 years to do that. They are capable to work in any restaurant, in any place, like everybody else.
The employees, who range in age from 22 to 60, make minimum wage, $7.50 an hour, and Wildflower offers them time off for illnesses and vacation. Paul Miller has been a chef there for 6 years.
They love coming to work. They loved all their co-workers, and they take to tasks like you wouldn't believe. It takes a while, but after a while, they go right to it. It's very rewarding for me.
Take one out.
Fernando Rodriguez, who trains them to pack biscuits, agrees.
I think they teach me more than I teach them. They're very positive. They're very affectionate. They're happy all the time.
Veronica Keefe sees positive changes in her son Philippe.
He is much calmer. He's happy. He is energetic. He's happy with the other people working there. So socially, it's good for him to be here.
Richard Harrison is a regular at Wildflower Cafe. He says the food is wonderful, but that's not the only reason he comes here.
I appreciate the approach that the restaurant has taken in hiring those people, but my experience with them is that it's a great experience.
Chopping and packing skills aside, the job gives the employees something perhaps more valuable, a sense of self-esteem. John Stevens, who has Down syndrome, has worked at Wildflower since 2008.
This job is the key to unlocking all kinds of dreams, not just to be in culinary, but to be anything they want to be. This place has given me everything they can to make sure I have a steady life.
Stevens says he wants to be an actor, and once an opportunity arises, he is confident he can act as a chef as well. For producer June So, Amy Katz, VOA News.
Okay. Well, how was it, Camila? Better this time?
Yeah, it is. I don't have a problem understanding the video, but it's complicated because I don't have somewhere to write it down, so I have to do it on my phone.
You didn't print it. That's it. That's the you know that I study Hebrew and I attend lessons on Mondays and Wednesdays, and the teacher asks us all the time to print the sheet of paper, and if we don't have it printed, she tells us, she says no, she gets angry. So because we need to print it. Well, but the thing is that I sent it just on the time. I didn't give you time to print it. Sorry. Well, we can see it in this PDF. Let's see.
No, it's okay.
Yes, we will. Let's see. Watching activity. You know that this activity, all years, it's an old activity. I prepared this, I think, in 2020, but every year students say that this activity is great because the video is quite inspiring. Don't you think so, Camila? Yeah, I cannot see you again.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. I think it
Tell
to
me.
internet because my camera is on.
Yes, I don't know why. Well, now I'm showing the PDF. Those are the words. I suggest that you take a picture of this image. Can you? I will do that. Also, diplomatura. I will take a picture of this list of words. Yes. Well, now, for instance,
yes, I did.
Yes, okay. Wildflower is a, what do you think? Lots of words. Did you take a picture? I sent it through the WhatsApp group.
Yes, cafe and
catering. Yes, okay. It's a cafe and catering business in Virginia where more than half of the
70
employees. Quite a lot, don't you think so? Quite a lot
Yeah.
employees. Yes, and the owner seems to be an Italian person. Did you notice that?
Yeah, the accent.
Yes, Andrea. He has a very strong accent, worse than mine. I have discovered that somebody can have the worst accent ever, worse than mine. But okay, then half of the 70 employees, 70 I don't know, 70 employees have intellectual, no, more than half of the 70 employees have intellectual disabilities. The non-profit corporation trains them to work in
kitchens and restaurants.
kitchens and restaurants. Yes, I think so. The employees make
Minimum wage.
Minimum wage, which is another term for employment law. You know that we also teach commercial law in English in another course. Last year it was called Seminario de Inglés Jurídico, but this year we named it Curso de Inglés Jurídico para Derecho Privado, and we teach commercial law in English, preparing for an international exam that is called TOEFL. Andrea has sat for the TOEFL exam, and she knows a lot about that, about the exam. And in commercial law, we teach employment law. A minimum wage is part of employment law terminology. So the employees make minimum wage, el salario mínimo, minimum wage, $7.50 an hour, and Wildflower offers sometimes of for
illness and vacation.
Yes, well, that's obvious, because if not, it should would not be an employment relationship, but a slavery relationship. If they don't have vacation or illness leave, they would be slaves, not employees. I think so. Well, that's my opinion. Paul Miller is one of the persons that talks. They love what? They love
other co-workers.
Other co-workers. They, another thing, no,
I don't have them.
I think that probably they take two tasks, probably, and that you wouldn't believe. 8 is they take two tasks that you wouldn't believe, and 7 they is a verb. They love, probably it's coming to work. They love coming to work, they love other co-workers, and they take two tasks that you wouldn't believe. That's it. Okay, do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, number 9.
Okay, see.
Who trains them to pack biscuits? So it's a person there. What's the term there? Read the words.
Fernanda
Rodriguez. Fernanda Rodriguez, not Rodriguez, Rodriguez, who trains them to bake biscuits. Rodriguez. And then number 10 probably is a verb. It's a verb.
Agrees.
Agrees, yes. Agrees, 2 points. They teach me more than I teach them. They are very
affectionate.
Affectionate. And that's a scene. Did you remember? Do you remember the scene when they say that? There's a scene when what happens in that scene? Very, very tender
No,
scene.
I don't remember. It was
one of the girls sends a kiss to another person, and the other person replies with a kiss, with a kiss. Sorry. Well, they are very affectionate. They are very what? They are very. What else?
Positive.
Positive.
First it's positive and then affectionate.
Okay. Positive and affectionate, and they are.
They are.
They are. All the time.
Happy.
Happy all the time. Excellent. Richard Harrison is a papa at the cafe. Is a post, a position. Is a manager? Yes, at the cafe. He says, I appreciate the papa that the restaurant has taken. No, he's not the manager. I remember that part. Is a, let's see.
It's the part where it
regular,
says that
the regular. He's a customer, you know? So it says a regular at the cafe. He says, I appreciate the
I don't know, the approach.
The approach, yes, I appreciate the approach that I appreciate the approach that the restaurant has taken. John Stevens, who has what?
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome, says this job is the key to. He's also a poet. Do you remember him? He's a very short person and he's very soft when he talks, but very poetically. He talks very, I don't know, he expresses himself very well. So he says, yes, it's so romantic. This job is the key to. All kinds of
dreams.
All kinds of dreams, but the key to now I can see it. The key to all kinds of dreams. Can you see it?
I don't know.
It's the key to unlocking all kinds of dreams. Yes. And John has worked is unlocking, is unveiling, is abrir all kinds of dreams. John has worked for Wildflower since, so there's a date there.
2008.
Yes. And Stephen says he wants to be an
actor.
actor. Nevertheless, meanwhile, he works as a chef. And that's the final part. Well, it was difficult without the sheet of paper, but we could finish it. Okay?
Yes.
Well, we will so we have finished this activity, and now the thing is that I would like to talk about the Convention on the Rights of the Disabled. The thing is that
I cannot manage to enter Zoom. It is failing, but the app itself, because I deleted it, I reinstalled it, and it's not working. But I can talk a bit about the presentation if you show it.
Yeah, the presentation. Yeah, the presentation.
Yeah,
okay.
I can do that.
I will do it. I will do it because we have 2 presentations. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not working.
Yes, yes. Let me do that. The convention.
I'm so.
No, it's okay.
No.
That's the convention. Can you see it?
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
Okay.
So I open it here. Oh my Lord.
Don't panic. And don't suffer.
No, I won't. The thing is that the computer detected an error specifically. I had prepared, with pictures.
Oh, okay. So can you share them?
I cannot because it's in my computer. Anyway,
would you like to send them to me? So I share it here.
I cannot because it's in my computer.
Okay.
And I am in the cell phone.
Okay.
I'm connected through the cell phone because I can't access. Anyways, you start and I'll talk about it.
Okay. Would you like to start with this part?
We cannot see anything yet.
You cannot see. And you, Camila?
I see Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And it's an optional protocol.
And it's optional protocol. Yes.
My Lord. No.
Well,
maybe if you slide it, maybe you could see it.
And this part, which is in Spanish, Ley 26.378, Convención sobre los Derechos de las Personas con Discapacidad. Can you see?
No, I cannot even see what you are presenting. I see
don't know,
black.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I think that something is hindering your use of Zoom. I don't know what.
Give me just 1 sec. Start.
Yes,
I plug
I
myself.
start and then you follow on. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I will plug my cell phone because it might be because of the battery. I have no idea.
Okay. So, Camila, the thing is that you are a student, a law student, and later on you are going to study all of these acts, because you remember that in English it's not leyes, it's not law, it's act. Remember, Camila?
Yes.
Okay, so it's act 26,378, late 26.378. It comes from 2006, and it is the ratification of the Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities. And the optional protocol, y dice ahí protocolo facultativo, optional protocol. So the thing is that the convention comes from 2006 in the United Nations, but in Argentina, the convention was sanctioned and was ratified by this law, by this act, in 2008. And then recently, I don't remember exactly if it is on 2020 or 2021, there's another act. No, this is the act. 2014, it's not 2020. You know that in Argentina, we have our constitution that says that all human rights are part of the constitution as far as 1994. Entonces, en nuestra constitución, después de la modificación que hubo en 1994, todas las convenciones de derechos humanos que se mencionan en el artículo 75, inciso 22, que son 11 convenciones de derechos humanos, que son muchas de las que hemos estudiado hasta acá, la Constitución dice que son parte de la Constitución, lo cual es importantísimo, porque antes se discutía, yo lo estudié en la universidad, que si había una convención internacional, pero había una ley nacional que estaba en contra de la convención internacional, prevalecía la convención internacional. En cambio, con la reforma de 1994 que se hizo en Santa Fe, y el artículo 75 y inciso 22, las convenciones de derechos humanos forman parte de nuestra Constitución, y todo juez, además, está obligado a aplicarla. Así que puede haber una ley, pero si después viene, si esa ley, el juez, te digo porque ahora soy juez, si el juez considera que es contraria a una convención internacional que rige, que es vigente, tiene que decir, esta ley es no convencional, no constitucional, no convencional. Bueno, esos son los que están en el 75, inciso 22. Pero también dice este mismo artículo que si hay convenciones posteriores que vienen de derechos humanos, para que tengan la misma categoría que la Constitución Nacional, tienen que pasar de nuevo, además de ser ratificadas, tener una nueva ley que les dé los 3/4 del total de, los votos de diputados y senadores, los 3/4. Y entonces le da categoría constitucional. Y ese es el caso de la Convención de los Derechos de las Personas con Discapacidad. Que entonces tenemos esta ley que data del 2008, que dice que, bueno, que ratifica la Convención Internacional, punto. Pero esta otra ley que data del 2014, 27044, que le otorga jerarquía constitucional a los derechos de las personas con discapacidad. Did you understand?
Sí, entonces, todos los tratados internacionales que se dan después de 1994,
de derechos humanos,
de derechos humanos, tienen que tener 3/4 de los votos de ambas cámaras.
Y no me acuerdo si es 3/4 o 2/3. No me acuerdo si es 3/4 o 2/3, 2/3 es peor todavía. Me parece que es 2/3. Me parece que es los 2/3. 2/3. 2/3 de las 2 cámaras. Entonces,
bueno,
ahí van a
tener
ser
jerarquía constitucional.
Y ves, por ejemplo, acá la 27044 dice expresamente, otórgase jerarquía constitucional a la Convención de los Derechos de las Personas con Discapacidad, año 2014, en los mismos términos que lo dice el artículo 75, inciso 22. Así que recordarlo mucho, 75, inciso 22. Si vos a lo largo de tu carrera lográs recordarlo, o sea, a lo largo de estudiar en la facultad, lográs acordarte de este punto, vas a hacer un gran avance, porque esto te sirve para derecho constitucional, te sirve para derecho político, te sirve para derecho internacional público porque hace los derechos humanos. Siempre 75, inciso 22, que hace los derechos humanos. Y entonces enumera 11 convenciones internacionales que tienen jerarquía constitucional, que entonces se dice que el juez tiene que hacer control de convencionalidad, así le llaman el control de convencionalidad, o bien que lleguen a tener una ley especial que le otorgue jerarquía constitucional, como es este caso. Yo creo que hay muy poco, yo creo que no sé si es este el único caso de un tratado internacional al que se le ha dado jerarquía constitucional, mediante esta ley 27.044 del año 2014. Ok. Esa era mi aclaración sobre los tratados internacionales. ¿Comprendiste? Y ya te digo, esto te va a servir para derecho civil, te va a servir para derechos humanos, para todas las materias. Vos tenés siempre en cuenta estas, bueno, y por ejemplo, lo que hemos estudiado hasta acá, la CEDAW, la Convención de los Derechos del Niño, después hay otra que no estudiamos acá, que es la Convención contra la Tortura, bueno, la que prohíbe todo tipo de discriminación. Todas esas convenciones internacionales ya estaban en el año 94, entonces tienen jerarquía constitucional. y el juez está obligado a aplicarlas. ¿Estamos? Está bueno saber esto. Es una cuestión de fondo. Yes? Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
So
Thanks.
now I resume in English because, well, that's the thing with the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Argentina has ratified and also has declared that it has constitutional hierarchy. Argentina. But it's not the case of the United States. And we are going to see that we should see that in our other PowerPoint. I don't know whether Andrea is with us. Andrea, are you there?
Yeah, I could solve the problem.
Okay, Andrea. Well, now I resume in English.
I have no idea
I
what
think
happened.
that's the part of presentation. Can you see the presentation?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
of course.
I can.
Of course. Okay, outline of the presentation. Go on, and I will go on. I will turn the slides.
Okay, so next.
Next, okay.
We already talked. I mean, you already talked about this.
Well, I talked about the convention, but as regards Argentina.
Okay. So,
well,
yeah, sorry,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about the convention itself.
Relationship to other disability texts.
Yeah, exactly.
Another one?
Right. Yeah, the next one. Okay.
I would like to highlight the vocabulary, the new vocabulary or special vocabulary. If you see a new vocabulary part, tell us.
Okay. Oh, you're talking to Cami, right?
Yes. Another one?
No. This is okay. So
okay.
Cami, if you could guess, yeah, a percentage of the population who suffer from disabilities, what would you say?
That's a question for
10% over.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm ready. I'm sorry. I don't ready.
Yeah.
I'm a cheater.
All right. Yeah, the World Health Organization estimates that around 650 million persons have disabilities of various types and degrees. So around the daily life of around 25% of the world's population is affected by disability. Well, Adela, you could probably speak about this in first person, yeah, because of Thomas.
Yes.
That
because I have, you know, Camila, that I have a son that suffered. There was a moment when he was 18 years old that he suffered a stroke. He was in coma. He almost lost his life. He was inside the hospital for, I don't know, 2 months, 1 month in coma, and they had to take one part of the brain out. And at that moment, we didn't know whether he was going to live or not, or in which condition. And then when he was given the sack from the hospital, he didn't move, for instance, the neck. He couldn't raise the head. Lots of movements that he didn't have. He had to go for rehabilitation, and the services didn't give us the possibility to pay for the rehabilitation. We had to pay for the rehabilitation, so we had to struggle a lot against the system. And so that's why we know a lot. My husband and I know a lot about disabilities, but fortunately my son nowadays got recovered, and not physically, totally physically, but he got recovered as regards his brain. He studied and became a teacher. But the thing is that we had to struggle a lot against the system. That was my experience. Yes.
Yeah, I was pointed to that fact because 80% of the people who have disabilities live in low-income countries, you know, poor countries.
Yes.
Fortunately, Ale, you had the resources to face this accident that happened to your son. But in general, if you sum up a disability plus a poor economic situation, Cami, they cannot access basic services, and only 2% of the world's population, children with disability, can access education or rehabilitation.
Yes.
So, thank God, Ale, you had the resources, and I think that parents in those situations always, you know, make things from the scratch.
Yes.
But this is the reality in all the world.
Yes. Besides, we not only we have the means, but also we were lawyers. The thing is that I think that all parents of children with disabilities should be lawyers, because you have to struggle a lot against system, against the people that would not want to respect the rights of the person with disabilities. So you have to struggle a lot, or being a lawyer, or hiring a lawyer who probably is going to be expensive. So that's another mean that we count on. Well, the purpose of the convention, probably. You're muted, Belen, and Belen, Andrea. You're muted. You are muted still. Are you there, Cami?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
In fact, it's not. Yes, I can hear you. Belen is, in fact, is not muted.
Hi, can you?
Yeah. Yes. Now I can listen to you. Yes. Yes. Well,
okay, we will overcome all these problems.
Yes.
It makes us stronger.
Okay.
All right. So, Ale, as regards the previous slide, I also wanted to add that people, I mean, we were talking about physical disabilities, but as we could see in the video, we have to include the intellectual and psychosocial disabilities. Yeah.
Yes.
And more than 40% of the countries around the world who have signed this convention have no policy in this regard.
Okay.
And 30% have no mental health program. Yeah. I mean, here, for example, in San Luis, we have the Hospital de Salud Mental, but in general, we have no policies with this regard.
No, another thing in San Luis, I say it because Camila lives in San Luis. Camila is our student from San Luis. And in San Luis, you cannot be inside the hospital. The hospital has no facilities to live in the hospital.
That's
That's
right.
another thing. Many people cannot be there.
I think that they can stay only for 3 days, but not like
no more.
Remain there. Yeah, no more than 3 days.
Yes. Yes.
So,
okay.
As regards the purpose of the convention.
The purpose of the convention.
Yeah.
Expressly said in Article 1.
Exactly. We can gather the purpose of the convention into 3 main areas. Yeah, or 3 main aspects, which are respect, protect and fulfill. Yeah. What do we mean about respect? That the states should refrain from taking certain acts that violate these human rights. They have to refrain also from engaging in any activity inconsistent with this convention, and abolish the laws, if there are, that also violate these conventions. Yeah, we know that there are discriminatory laws, practices, and customs that we tolerate, or maybe they are part of our environment, and we don't question, why this is happening.
You know that, in fact, in Argentina, there's an act. Well, the first of the acts related to disabled people said that these people had the right to have a coupon. You say, or a percentage of all the posts in the administration. So I think it's 5% or 10%. They are for disabled persons. And the thing is that it is not fulfilled. And there's no regulation for that. So they don't apply that. There's no post, for instance, for my son, we prepared a note for administration. We went with the note to the Junta de Calificaciones, and we tried to present the note, and the persons there said, we don't know. If he has a disability, we should prepare a junta médica in order to see if he can teach or not. So it was counterproductive. So we said, no, well, we don't present the note because it's worse, you know?
It's ironical. Yeah.
Yes, it's terrible.
It's ironical.
Yes. Well,
so
another slide.
In reality, they don't respect. Respect, protect, and fulfill. They don't respect the basis of this convention.
And no, don't fulfill. Yes.
Well,
maybe we can.
Come.
Tell us.
Maybe we can write about that, the conventions, and if they are respected or not in Argentina.
Well, that's the thing, Camila. We are going to prepare an assignment talking about discrimination in all kinds of discrimination, because of gender, because of sexual orientation, because of disabilities. So you can talk about discrimination as regards disabilities.
Yeah, but I like the idea that we narrow down to Argentina or to San Luis, because otherwise it's going to be like too broad.
Too broad.
Like, so
well,
maybe
Argentina and the discrimination, all kinds of discrimination. I will
in Argentina
think about it. Yes.
Yeah, that would be nice. So as regards protecting these rights, state parties should take all the measures to eliminate discrimination by any person, organization, or enterprise. And as regards fulfilling, they have to adopt also legislative, administrative measures to implement the rights of people with disabilities, right? To promote also, to give them assistance, service, facilities, the access to information, okay? Yeah, we talked about that only 2% of children with disabilities have access to education. So also the school system should be adapted to these people, you know, if they suffer from any kind of disability. Yeah, I used to have a student who was not blind, but he was losing his vision progressively. I don't remember the name of the syndrome that he suffered from.
Was he young?
9 years old. He was a child. He's a child.
Oh.
The thing is that there was nothing adapted for him at school, you know. he had, luckily, he could move, you know, through the spaces with just the little part of vision that he had.
Yes.
But for example, he could, I mean, we teachers, we copy, you know, on the whiteboard. He could not copy. We, I don't know, we gave them books. He could not read properly. We had to adapt everything in a higher size of the font, you know, but still he was somehow like, how do you say segregado, Ale?
Well, discriminated.
Yeah, discriminated. Not
from
because
the
of the classmates. Not because of
well, he was bullied. He was bullied by the group.
No. The classmates made all the effort to include him, you know.
Oh, okay. The classmates were good to him.
Yeah, the classmates were good, but me as a teacher, I was not formed, you know, to this kind of situation.
Another teacher. You need another teacher for special needs.
Imagine with English. Yeah, because the only thing that he could grasp was the oral part. But he complained that he wanted to do the same as his classmates, and the family did not help because they bought him, for example, a bike. Yeah.
Oh no, but
they were not accepting the illness. The school was not helping, so everything was not likely to help this boy, you know, to live a full life.
Okay. Support him. Well, should I move the slide? Okay, next one.
Okay. So what is unique about the convention? It is both a development and a human rights instrument. Can you explain this, Ale? Development?
No. I couldn't listen to you. What was
what's the if you can expand on this?
Both
a development and human rights instrument.
It's both a development and a human rights instrument, because on one hand, Camila, instrument, when you say instrument, that's why the name of this diplomatura is Diplomatura en Inglés Jurídico para Derechos Humanos e Instrumentos Internacionales. Instrumentos Internacionales. I remember that the first time, because you know that the diplomatura is open to English teachers. The first time that I launched the diplomatura, one prospective client or student asked me, what is Instrumentos Internacionales? Instrument, Camila, instrument is the convention. The convention is an instrument. That's why it says human rights instrument, human rights convention. And on the other hand, it's a development instrument, because it's an instrument related not only to human rights, but also for development, para el desarrollo de los derechos humanos. On one hand, rights. On the other hand, real development in life. That's the idea.
So exactly.
It's two levels, the levels of facts and the levels of rights.
All right. Well, as we're talking about, it's a cross disability and cross sectoral, because it doesn't, it involves all kinds of disabilities, yeah?
Yes.
And all kinds of sectors of a society. And it is legally binding, which is a difference with the previous.
Well, remember that binding is a term related to legal English. Binding means mandatory, yes? Cami, are you listening to it?
Yes.
Okay, because we cannot see you.
No, poor Cami. We are.
That's weird. You.
Yes, I can see that you are there because it says 3 participants, but I cannot see you. Okay.
Can you see me now?
Now, yes, I can see you. Yes. So next one, a paradigm shift.
Exactly. Well, this convention moves from the approach. Let's see. Here it says everything. Yeah.
Yes.
People used to regard people with disabilities as objects of charity. Yeah.
Yes.
Like under, how do you say, like disregard them. Yeah.
Yes.
Because when you see someone walking on the street who is a blind person, or maybe in a wheelchair, you perhaps look at them feeling pity,
Pity. Yes.
as regards those people. So
yes,
the shift in this paradigm is that they are subjects of human rights. Yeah, they're not objects of charity or social protection. We should not regard them as oh my God, poor him or poor her. They are part of our society, as we could see. 25% of people around the world live this on a daily basis. So they should be subjects of rights with choices. Yeah, they should be able to express their opinion and live a full life. Yeah, if he or she, if the subjects wish to use medical treatments, they have the right to. They're not a burden. Yeah, like elderly people, they might be seen also as a burden to societies. Like, oh, that's not life. Why keeping them alive? Yeah, because they're suffering. They're not living a full life. So this is the shift in this convention. Yeah, that they are active members of society. They have the right to work, as you said, Ale. They have the right to establish relationships. They have the right to be loved, to get married, to do all the things that people without disabilities that we can do. Okay.
Yes, and another thing I would like to add is that as a mother of a person with disability, is that a person with disability is not, as you said, poor person. We should protect him, but as the society is on one side and the person is on the other side, and the society is looking at the person. Now, this person is part of the society.
A member.
So if this person is suffering, all society is suffering. That would be the shift. And that would be the concept that authorities should have, that if this disabled person is suffering, all of us are suffering. And because it's integrated with our society.
Exactly.
Because it's like a chain, and the person with disability is the lowest, I don't know the name for that, the lowest engranaje of the chain. And so if the lowest person is suffering, all of the chain is suffering. That would be the shift for me. And sometimes even the disabled persons and their parents cannot grasp the idea. I remember that I had as an employee at the courthouse in Concarán, and she was the mother of a person with disability. So I told her, if your girl has disabilities, all of us should take care of her and of her rights, because all of us should be worried about their rights to be protected and respected, because they are part of a society. So all of us should be suffering with these persons. Well, that's me. I don't know.
When I had the chance to share the practicum with Tommy, with your son Ade.
Yes.
For me, Cami, it was how can I define it?
Tell her what practicum is.
Okay, Cami, I was studying to be an English teacher with Tomás. He was my classmate, and he also asked because we became friends. So he asked the teacher to be with me. Yeah, we were the pedagogical couple, so to say. And so for me, at the very beginning, it implied a dilemma because, well, Tommy could not write on the board, so I had to do it, or stick papers that he gave me with the assignments or with the keywords. So all the time I was wondering if what I did at that time was offensive or not, if I was invading, you know, him all the time. It was a permanent questioning about that. But for example, I can recall we were supposed to teach body parts, yeah?
Body parts.
Yeah, and we found, or Tommy found, I don't remember, a song, you know, that children were supposed to do certain movements with their bodies. Yeah. We were teaching in Don Bosco in 4th grade, I think. Yeah. No, sorry, 2nd grade. I think they were 8 years old, 8-year-old children. And in a part, Tommy was like showing the choreography, and it said something like "clap your hands," and Tommy could not clap his hands.
No, he can't.
He could do this.
Yes.
Yeah, because his hand is like tight, and all the children started doing the same thing. Yeah, they knew how to clap, and I was clapping, but they copied Tommy. I mean, the empathy was amazing. You know, they started doing like this. Like, if you cannot do it, we are the same. Yeah, you're part of us. So that was very nice.
Nice, very
so
nice.
cute. Yeah. So the children sometimes are more aware than we adults of people with disabilities. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we can stop sharing now, and we can see again Camila and ask her your opinion on this topic. What do you think of it?
Well, I think I don't know how to express it, but many people don't know how to act around this when you can see. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. We can.
Okay.
Now
they
we
don't know
cannot
how
see
to
you.
act, or if they are. Oh, I'm sorry.
And now I can
Or
see.
if they may
it's
offend
okay.
them. Or maybe
Tell us.
they just are attentive.
Yes,
And
yes.
I think that even though the law says that they should have those rights and be respected and have equal opportunities to have a job or etc. I think that that kind of discrimination not only by regular people, but I don't know, those who are supposed to comply with the law.
Comply with the law. Comply with the law.
Maybe
fulfill
the ones,
the law rights.
maybe the ones that are supposed to help them because the law says that they have to. They just don't accept it and surrender to society's stereotypes.
Exactly. Yes. You express yourself very well. You think that you don't express yourself very well, but you do.
No, Cami's great. She's a genius.
Yes. Cami, have you lived in the United States or where? Tell us. Have you traveled?
If I have lived,
yes,
I went to
Tell me.
I've been studying English since I was very little, but until a few years ago, I was really bad at it. I almost had to take the same class again because I didn't have the level.
But you have a very
And
good
then,
English.
yes, I was supposed to take the PET exam that year, and I didn't have the level. So they took me like a year before. And at first we make a mock exam that it's like a test to see if you have the level.
Yes.
And I had a 60%, and the teacher told me that I wouldn't be able to reach because I needed a 70% to pass, and it's like very unlikely that I could improve that fast. And I made a travel with I traveled actually
with whom?
Oh, the connection is not good.
Yes.
So